A fool is one who thinks they are wiser than everybody else. Good day, viewers, and welcome. Unfortunately, I've gone against my word. I intended doing 5 episodes instead of 4, like promised. But it turns out that if I have to do the 5th video, I'll have to start a fresh tabloid. And that will mean that I could go further and further and further because that tabloid will have to be finished. I don't want to stop somewhere and then continue again. So bear with me. Uh, we're going to start another section in the Surah 4, in the Surah where we are on, that's Surah 4, Surah to Nisa, the Surah devoted to women. This section is concentrating on prohibitions with regards mating between man and woman, and not between man and man or woman and woman. So, as human beings, we have to be guided. It started with the time of Adam, our great grandfather. God said he would send down guidance to him or to mankind in general. And this is part of the guidance. So you just don't sleep with people. You don't sleep with the opposite sex anyhow. No, there are guidelines in them. What are they? Namshi, let's go on. Section 4 starts with Ayah 23 or sign 23. Hurumat alaykum umaytukum wa banatukum wa ahwatukum wa ammatukum wa halatukum wa banatu akhi wa banatu akhi wa banatu uhwatin wa ummahatukum allati arda'nakum wa ahwatukum min rada'itin wa ummahatu nisaikum وربائبكم التي في حجوركم وربائبكم التي في حجوركم من نسائكم the first one was allati. Allati allati fi haltum bihinna fa in lam takunu dahaltum bihinna fala junuha alaykum wa halal ibnaikum allazina min aslabikum wa an tajma'u bayna al-ukhtaini illa ma qad salafat illa ma kad salafa inna allaha kanu gafurun rahim. What a long sentence. I think I have to break down one by one. Mm. That's how Arabic is. It appears it's too long. Mm. Okay, let me see if I can break them up down one after the other. Huruma alaykum ummahatukum wa banatukum. What does it say? Uh, prohibited to you for marriage or for sleeping. Let's say for sleeping here. Mm? Okay, for marriage, because in the Quran you can't sleep without marrying. So that's it. I'm wrong. Mm? The interpreters are right. In brackets. For marriage is in bracket. So prohibited to you for marriage are your mothers and daughters. Mm? Hurima alaykum ummahatukum wa ibnatukum, your mothers and your sisters. Then wa watukum, and your sisters. Wa watukum wa ammatukum wa ammatukum. Uh, your daughter's sister. Sorry. Wa banatukum wa ihwatukum, and your sisters. I think I made a mistake the other time. So after ibnatukum, that's your daughters, we rather come to ihwatukum, your sisters. Very good. Wa ammatukum, your father's sisters. Wa ammatukum, your father's sisters. Wa halatukum, sorry. Wa halatukum, your mother's sisters. Halatukum. Wa banatul akhi, your brother's daughters. Banatul akhi, your brother's daughters. Wa banatul ukhti, your sister's daughters. Ukhti, oh, I'm missing this bit. Wa banatul ukhti, yes, your sister's daughters. Wa ummat wa ummahatukum allati irda irdanakum irdanakum, sorry. wa umma wa ummahatukum allati irdanakum. Your sister's daughters. I think we've done sister's daughters. Your sister's daughters. And your foster mothers who gave your sack. And your foster mothers who gave your sack, in brackets, and your sisters, your foster mothers, but in brackets, put in brackets, who gave your sack. That's allati irdanatukum. Irdanakum, sorry. Those who gave you sack. Wa ihwatukum min rada itin. Your foster mothers who gave you sack. Now we go to your foster mothers. We go to foster mothers. Foster mothers who gave you sack. Then foster mothers. Wa irdanakum. Wa akhawatukum min arradaati. Your stepdaughters under your guardianship. Your stepdaughters under your guardianship. let me see if I Hiwatukum min rada min rada ati under your guardianship, born of your wives. Radatum. Wa ummahatul nisaikum, born to whom you have given suck. Born of your wives, to whom ye have, to if you have, to him you have gone in. To whom you have gone in. Let me see. Let me take that again. Was stepdaughters. Your stepdaughters are under your guardianship, born of your wives, to whom you have gone in. And so your stepdaughters, under the guardianship of your wives, to whom you have gone in. So if you marry a woman and she brings her daughter inside, and you have married the woman, you have gone into her, you are not supposed to go into the daughter as well. You're not an animal. This is guidance. Okay. Let me see if I can. Wahiwatukum min radatu ummatu nisaakum waraba ibukum allati waraba ibukum allati fi hujurukum min nisaikum allati dahaltum bihunna. Sorry. So even breaking it down, I'm not able to go. How about taking the whole verse? So pardon me, viewers. I think you appreciate the sweating I'm doing here. Okay, let's see. Your daughters under your guardianship, born of your wives, to whom you have gone in. Very good. No. Okay, let me see. Wa ummatukum nisaakum wa rabaikum allati fi hujurukum min nisaikum allati dahaltum bihunna. Then that explains what I just read. Then fa in lam takunu dahaltum bihinna fala junuha alaykum wahalalil ibna. Okay, let's stop there. Let me take this one again. Fa in lam takunu dahaltum bihinna fala junudu alaykum. Let's stop there. So where we stopped earlier, we are going to begin what I've just read, but where we stopped earlier was your stepdaughters under your guardianship, born of your wives, to whom you have gone in. Now, I'm going to what I've just read. No prohibition. If ye have not gone in those who have been wives of your sons, no prohibition. If ye have not gone in those who have been. So if you have not gone into your wives, you can marry somebody without going into them, without approaching them. That's the Quran language. Or without tilting against them. We don't say sex. If I have not gone into them, fine. Maybe their daughters, you can, their daughters are exempted. You can marry a woman who brings in her foster daughter, but you haven't slept with her, and maybe for some reason you won't sleep with her, then the daughter is it's lawful to mate with the daughter. Maybe she's taken the place of her mother. May God forgive me if I've made a mistake in this interpretation, and may the elders of who are well versed in the Quran forgive me. Hmm? Okay, so let's see. Uh, wa ibna wa ibnaukum allazina. Okay, let me go back a bit. Let me go back a bit. Uh, فَإِنْ لَمْ تَكُونُوا دَخَلْتُمْ بِهِنَّ فَلَا جُنَاحَ عَلَيْكُمْ. Well, وَهَ وَهَا وَهَلَائِلُ إِبْنَائِكُمْ. Your then he comes now. Your wives, the wives of your sons. Eh? Uh, وَهَلَائِلُ إِبْنَائِكُمْ. And the wives of your sons, proceeding from your loins. Allazina min aslaikum, proceeding from your loins. That's your biological sons. Their wives stay far away from them. You don't look at Kwame and you say, this my daughter is enjoyable. And then you send him some 500 kilometers away. It happens. I've read it before. I don't know if we can get to it. Maybe we'll get to it. You send the son somewhere to go and buy something for him, medicines for him, and gave him the car. And the son is going, and showed him a very far away pharmacy. The son says, oh, but there is pharmacies here. He said, oh, the one near you is very costly. And he gave him plenty money to go far away. The boy didn't go far away. He went to the nearer one because he wants to meet the girlfriend early. He came and the father and the girlfriend were inside the room, mooning. He fought the father, beat the father. He fought the father without knowing that girlfriend is already the father's girlfriend too. So it's like bringing the father's meat, pardon me to say, it's like bringing meat thinking that the meat is his and the father chews it because the father has chewed that meat before. Pardon me to say, may God forgive me and may listeners forgive me. So it happens before. وَبَنَاءِ إِبْنَائِكُمْ الَّذِينَ مِنْ أَصْلَابِكُمْ. So, and the wives of your sons proceeding from your loins. وَأَنْ تَجْمَعُوا بَيْنَ الْأُخْتَيْنِ وَأَنْ تَجْمَعُوا بَيْنَ الْأُخْتَيْنِ إِلَّا. Okay, let's stop there. بناء أخواتكم وأمهاتكم التي. Okay, no, I'm going backward. I went too far. وبناء وحلائل ابنائكم الذين من أصلابكم. That is the wives of your biological sons. The wife of your and the wives of your biological sons. From your points. That's from your biological science. Uh-huh. وإن تجمعوا بين أختين إلا ما قد سلف. Uh-huh. And two sisters in wedlock. You don't take two sisters. You don't wed two sisters at the same time. What do you mean? Who be you? You don't wed two sisters at the same time. No. Mm? Uh, and two sisters in wedlock at one and the same time. At the same time. Listen, at the same time. You don't marry them at the same time. Eh? Except for what is past. Mhm. Uh, except for what is past. To my understanding, maybe you marry one sister and then you divorce and she's gone away, far away. You don't even see her. And the other sister is eyeing you and you also are eyeing her. It's lawful. Yes, I think God is sympathetic to us here. That's how I understand. May God forgive me if I'm wrong, but that is the understanding here. And two sisters in wedlock at one and the same time, mm, except for what is past. Except for what is past here means maybe we've married one. That's what I say. Maybe you've married one, you've divorced, and she's gone, and that is past. Then you can marry the other sister if need be. Mm. After all, women call friends and sisters. Sorry, outside the Quran, it's not permitted. But you sleep with a woman and she brings a friend and say, "You go and taste and see." It happens. Forgive me. Or she even brings the cousin or something and say, "Go to John and see how he performs." Mm. Like I'm saying, this outside the Quran, please. May God forgive me. And two sisters in wedlock at one time and the same time. No, except for what is past. Yes, that's where we are. Illa ma salafa. Inna Allah kana gafurun rahim. For God is oft forgiving, most merciful. So you see, like I'm saying, it is His mercy that allows us to marry two sisters at different times. You can divorce one. It is His mercy. He knows how we are. He created us. And somewhere in the Quran concerning fasting, He said He could have made us to fast in the night, not sleeping with our women. But He says He knows us. We cannot bear it. So He knows us. So He has permitted mating with our partners in the night, even during the fasting month. So He knows us. And He's telling us here that for God, for He is oft forgiving, most merciful. All right, Namshi. 24. والمحسنات من نساء والمحسنات من نساء إلا ما ملكت أيديكم إلا ما ملكت أيمانكم sorry إلا ما أمل إلا ما ملكت أيمانكم. Mm. And also prohibited are women already married, except those whom your right hands possess. Mm. Uh, wa- um, وَمُحْصِنَاتُ مِن نِّسَاءِ إِلَّا مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ. Except those your right hands possess. Uh, this, I think I explained before, if I'm not mistaken, slaves or captives. Maybe slaves, yes, maybe slaves, uh, captives. So, kitabillahi alaykum. Uh, kitaballahi alaykum. Kitab Allah. The truth. Thus hath God ordained prohibitions against you, except those whom your right hands possess. Thus hath uh, God ordained against you. Yeah, that's it. In here is very short. Kitab Allah alaykum. And it means, thus hath God ordained against you. Uh, Kitab Allah alaykum. That is it. Uh-huh. وأحل لكم وأحل لكم ما وراء ذلكم وأحل لكم ما وراء ذلكم أن تبتغوا بأمور بأموالكم مسنين. Okay, let me cut it short. Let me take it short. Uh, أحل عليكم except for those, except for these, all others are lawful, provided ye seek them in marriage. Okay, is that apart from all these prohibitions, all others are lawful, provided you marry them, provided you seek them in marriage. Mm. What? How is it? وأهل لكم ما وراءكم إن تبتغوا بالموال بالأموالكم مسنين غير غير المسفهين غير المسفهين, if you seek them in marriage. Provided you seek them in marriage with gifts from your property, desiring chastity, not fornication. eh? Then give them their dowry, uh, for the enjoyment you have. Mm? Uh, uh, أن أن تبتغوا بالأموالكم مسنين غير مسفهين, not fornication. فما أستم فما استمتم فما استمتعتم فما استمتعتم به منهن فآتوهن فآتوهن أجرهم, give them their dowry. فآتوهن أجورهن فآتوهن أجورهن فريدة. Mm. Uh, Seek them in marriage with gifts from your property, desiring chastity and fornication. Mm. Faridatan. ولا جنوح عليكم فيما ترديتم به من بعد الفريدة. Uh, Give them their dowry for the enjoyment you have, yes, for the enjoyment you have of them as a duty. But if, after a dowry is prescribed, ye agree mutually to vary it, there is no blame on you. Mm. And now again, with the invocation of God the Almighty. So you see, everything here, you remember God. Whatever you do, you remember. And what does it say? Inna Allah kana aliman hakiman. Inna Allah kana aliman hakiman. For God is all knowing, all wise. Yes. And God is all knowing, all wise. Mm. So I hope viewers, I hope this is simpler than the previous verse. Mm. We know who to sleep with and who not to sleep with. Before you sleep somebody, your conscience tells you. Mm. You get your sister's daughter, sham, 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 without any reason. You haven't even married her. But if you wanted to marry her, you would tell no, you cannot marry your sister's daughter or your sister's sister, two of them in the same room with you. No, you can't. These are the guidelines that God promised Adam, our great grandfather. Mm. In his time, they were not necessary because he gave them permission to sleep with their twin uh, siblings, mm, so that we could multiply. Mm. So let's see. So, my God, where have we been? Mhm. Okay, I think we're going to 24. Alimun Hakim. Yes, uh, there is no blame on you, and God is all knowing, all wise. We go to 25. Now, what does it say? وَمَنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعُ منكم طولا أن ينكح المحسنات مؤمنين فمن فمما ملكت أيمانكم من من ف من فياكم. Oh, I can't read this well. Mhm. من فتياتكم المؤمنين من فتياتكم المؤمنات sorry من فتياتكم من مؤمنات. Huh? If any of you have not the means wherein to wed free believing women, they may wed believing girls from among those whom your right hands possess. Yes, your right hands possess. No, I can't remember now, but I think it's slaves. Mhm. I think it's slaves. Maybe also captives. Like I said. Mhm. Uh, uh, من ما ملكت أيمانكم من فتياتكم المحسنين والله أعلم بأيمانكم. الله أعلم بأيمانكم. Let's see. Uh-huh. Uh, والله والله أعلم بأيمانكم, and God has full knowledge about your faith. So the whole thing is based on faith. Pardon me. So the whole thing is based on faith. So when you are doing this, you do it because your faith guides you to do that. Mm. So God is full aware of your faith. What is it? Oh, I even will put another page. I even went backwards. Allah alam bi aymanakum. looking for it. Can't get it. Wallah alam bi aymanakum. Is it? Wallah alam bi aymanakum. Ba'dukum min ba'd. Mhm. God is aware of your faith, and God has full knowledge of your faith. Ye are one from another. Ba'dakum bi ba'd. You are one. Ye are one from another. Ba'dakum bi ba'd. Hmm? Uh, Ba'dakum bi ba'd. فإنكهوهن فإنكهو فإنكه فإنكهوهن بإذن أهلهن واتوهن أجورهن بالمعروف بالمعروف محسنات غير المسفها غير المسفهات ولا ولا متخذات أهدان وما إخذات أهدان. A long sentence, rather a long, is a rather long sentence. So let's see. And God has full knowledge about your faith, about your faith. Ye are one, yeah, from you are one from another, yes. You are one from what about be burden. Wed them with the leaf, yes. This what I've just read is what I'm reading now. Wed them with the leaf, as with the permission, with the leaf of their owners, and give them their doers according to what is reasonable. They should be chaste, not fornicators. Listen, they should be chaste, not fornicators, nor taking adulterous, or nor taking adulterous when they are taken in wedlock. Mm. So he's talking of Amanakum, what your right hands capture, which is slaves or, like I say, war captives. If they see their relations, mm, uh, and give them their doers, their due doers. Uh, uh-huh. They should be chaste, not fornicators, nor taking adulterous when they are taken in wedlock. Mm? Uh, wala mutahizat, wala mutahizani hadani, fa in ihsanna, fa in ihsanna, oh sorry, fa iza uhsinna, fa in فإن أتينا بفاحشة فعليهن نصف ما نصف ما على محسنات من من العذاب. Okay, let's see. With the leave of their owners and give them their doers according to what is reasonable. They should be chaste, not fornicators, nor taken adulterers when they are taken in wedlock. If they commit indecency, their punishment is half, nisfun, that for free women. Mm? So, for free women, if you are punishing somebody who is free, I think fornicators in this sense, uh, you give them full punishment. But for somebody who is wedded uh, or taken to adultery, you give them half punishment. What a mercy from God. Mm? that of free women. Mhm. Let's see. Next one. Uh-huh. ف- فإن أتينا بفحشاء فعليهن نصف half ما على مسنات half of those who are wedded, musinati, married, or sometimes musinati means chaste. Musinati mean azab, that's of punishment. ذلك لمن خشي ذلك بمن خشي أنة منكم ذلك بمن خشي أنة منكم. Uh, this permission, this into bracket permission, is for those among you who fear sin. Who fear sin. Let me read it again. This permission is for those among you who fear sin. Let's go back to Arabic and see. Sometimes I repeat this thing because when I'm aged, very aged, I want to sit down and be listening to them. Mm. So let's go back and see. Zalika. Zalika liman hashia al-annatin minkum. And what is it here? Mhm. This is the this is permission is for those among you who fear sin. Annati. Min hashia annati. Annatin also could mean curse. So here is interpreted as sin. And who am I? Mm. This interpretation was done by people far learned than me, far experienced than me, mm, during the time of uh, King Fahd, the king who was present when this book was uh, uh, being interpreted. Mm. So the anati, that is sin, for those who fear sin. Mm. Anati minkum, for those of you who fear sin. Wa an tasbiru khairan lakum. Wa an tasbiru khairan lakum. If you endure, it's better for you. Eh? But it is better for you that ye practice self-restraint. Yeah. But if you practice self-restraint, that's tasbiru. If you practice self-restraint, it's better for you. This is a very good lesson. Mm? No matter how much you are pressed for sex, you have to practice self-restraint. That is what the Quran is telling us. Yeah. Not slightest pressure, then you run. Any woman upon you, any woman at all you catch like an animal, pardon me. Hmm? Whether you hide and catch or hide open or catch openly is the same because we are humans. We are human, you know. The animals will just rush on the female like that. If you see fowls, you have fowls, you just scratch the right uh, appendages on the ground, one of the woman and charge on it. But here we hide. We don't do that. You hide in the darkness and do it. And God is telling us, no, you have to practice self-restraint. That ye practice self-restraint. Mm? And again in the invocation of God, Khairul lakum, better for you. Wallahu ghafurun rahim. And God is oft forgiving, most merciful. So you see, there are prohibitions ordained in the Quran. Mm? So, and I believe there are similar things in the Bible. I think, yes, and you don't sleep with anybody by heart. And like I said, the Bible and the Quran are in the same path. Mm? The book of Abraham, the book of Moses, the book of David, that is the hymns or the Sabur. Then the book of Moses is what do you call it? Torah. Mm? And Torah is the same as the Old Testaments. eh? And it's the same as, what do you call it? The Greeks call it Septuagint. and the Romans call it Vulgate. So the same as the Old Testament, and also the same as the Injil, the Bible, the book given to Moses, and also the Quran. They are all in the same path. Mm. And God is saying is that Wallahu Ghafurur Rahim, and He's most merciful, most all forgiving, most merciful. So these laws are there for us. And if he were not, he would have prohibited it from many, many, many types of women. Mm. So, listeners, pardon me for tiny, tiny errors. Mm. Thank you very much. We shall meet again. Ilalikai. Next time, I believe we are going still to the Quran, and that when we will be going to section 5 of the same surah. May God bless you very much. Bye bye.